How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing something I have never done before. I am going to be unricifying a few cars, and if you guys like this, maybe I'll go out and buy a real riced out car and transform it into a beautiful work of art. Today we are on 3D tuning. I've never played with this before. This is my first time, but it's fun because it looks like you get to like customize cars how you want. So as you can see, I have this absolutely disgusting Honda Civic that I just made right now. I mean, this is just about as bad as it can get. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is absolute dog water. If you saw this car pulling into a car meet, you would think this is the AutoZone final boss. But I'm going to show you guys just how simple it is, besides hitting reset, on how to make this look like a clean car. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so we got this Honda Civic right here, and yeah, like I said, it's pretty bad. I mean, I went through this whole thing and I picked pretty much the worst options all around. So let's just start out with some of the simple stuff. This is the things that I always say. Let's just remove the stickers. So I don't know how easy it is to actually remove stuff. Is there just a remove button? Is that a thing I could do? How do you do that? There we go. Got it off right there. Already the car looks 10 times better. Let's do the same for the racing stripes because the racing stripes look really bad as well. Oh God, so much better already. But the first thing I would do personally is unwide body. Actually, we'll leave it wide body. I think more people would like to see a wide body Honda Civic than a not wide body. So let's fix this front bumper. So the stock front bumper looks like that, and I mean that looks pretty bad as well. So let's go through these options and let's see what we got here. So there's the CX bumper. All right, that one doesn't look half bad. Let's get a better angle. I actually don't mind that one. That one's not the worst thing ever. But I think that one might be the best option. I actually like that one a lot. Ooh, look at that one. A time attack front bumper. I don't like how fat the lip is. So actually, we'll back it up a little bit. We'll go back to the last choice, which I think was this one. This one looks really nice. I actually really like this one. The other one was just a little too fat. But already, much better. Can we remove the hood scoop? This would all be stuff that you can do in an afternoon if you actually bought a riced out car. And now that we have the hood scoop removed, let's actually add an aftermarket hood. I don't really like that. That looks... Oh, we could do top-down views? Oh God, that looks fucking killer. Yeah, no, I don't like that too much. That looks questionable. Maybe we'll come back to the hood. Maybe we'll do the hood last. We'll just leave it. Nope, definitely not like that. We'll leave it like that for now, okay? Headlights got to go, though. Headlights definitely have to go. So this is what the OEM headlights look like, and they actually look like a great option. I actually like that, but for the sake of the video, let's see if we can do some aftermarket headlights that don't look like dog shit. Ooh, there we go. I like that. I actually like those a lot. I like how crystal they are. Those aren't bad either. Spec D tuning crystal headlights with amber. I don't mind that. It's between those and these. I might choose these. I actually think these might look a little bit better. Already though, 10 times better. 10 times better. Wheels are an eyesore. Oh, you could change the tires. Oh, you can make them stretched. You can make them fat. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you can do all that. All right, let's leave them factory for now, but let's change the wheels. Wheels definitely have to go. And I'm going to try to choose something that I would see on a Honda. I'm not going to put like HREs on it. I know you could, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Enkis, SSRs, 4G Autos, HREs. Can I lower the car? Is that a thing I could do? I probably could. I just don't know how to play this game. You know, we'll leave it like that. I feel like those they might not be the best. Maybe we'll change them later on, and I think we should probably stretch the tires. I feel like that's just kind of the Honda look. How do we lower the car? That's a great question. How do we can I click in here? You can do tire stickers. All right, there's got to be a way to lower the car. I gotta know. There we go. I aired that bitch out. Look at that. So we can go up and we can go down. Check that out. Okay, so that's a little bit too slammed for my liking. I want it to be functional. Probably right about there. That looks still functional. What is zoom level? Oh, you could back her up and make her closer. Window tint, gotta add some tint. I don't like it being... Yeah, that's way too much. I don't like it like that. That looks too tacky. Looks like some hood shit. Let's go, yeah, it looks good. All right. Car's looking better. Again, we might change the wheels. They still haven't grown on me too much. Oh, God, I think the wide body is honestly the ugly part. Let's see what it looks like without the wide body. Ooh, okay, let's put it to the rear. Take this shit off. Ugh. Oh, okay, we just got to remove all of the ricer shit that I put on. I can't get a good visual of it because it just looks so bad. Let's remove all of this. Oh, God, it still looks bad. Maybe there is no fixing ricers. Maybe the cars are just ugly from factory. Oh, it might be the mirrors. The mirrors are pretty bad. There we go. Let's change the color. Ooh, all right. Now I'm feeling it. Car's starting to look pretty good. There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened. Where did my front bumper go? Why did my front bumper disappear? Am I missing a front lip? There it is. I don't know why it didn't save. Dude, it's starting to look pretty good. I still think it's a little bit much. There we go. That's a little bit more tasteful. A lot of these bumpers actually look really bad. Again, this might just be a case of the car's just too ugly. That one might be the best. And even then, like, I mean, that's a clean Honda Civic. Don't get me wrong. That's clean. This fender light needs to go. Can we remove that? There we go. Can we remove... Oh, we can even remove the molding? Can we do that? Oh, shit. Look at that. Yeah, that looks way better now. Okay, we're fixing it. Now that we took off the wide body, I do think we can go lower. I do think we can still go lower. I think that looks good. I think that looks pretty damn good. All right, let's go back to the hood. Because I know we were complaining about the hood. I just think that's a bit too much. That might just be a bit too much. Although I do think that is a very aggressive looking hood. And it is definitely functional, you know, to allow heat to escape. I think it just looks a little bit too much. Maybe even the headlights, honestly. What do OEMs look like? Okay, OEMs look pretty bad. Those look pretty bad too. Damn, dude, there's just a lot of bad options for this car. Someone help me. Do we want to tint them? Fuck it, we'll tint them. Honestly, we got to hide them as much as we can. Ooh, let's fix the taillights. Taillights need to be fixed. There we go. See, even like that. Those look good. That's all you need. You don't need anything more. It is missing a wing of some sort, though. Like, it looks like a bald person up there. It looks like Mr. Clean. I like that one. That one's the best. Just paint that shit, and there we go. Look at that. Dude, that's a clean Honda. Okay, from where we started to where we are now, that is clean. You might not like the wheel setup. We could maybe even change those. I wouldn't go black. Maybe even... There we go. Let's just go with silver Cosmos. That's actually something I feel like I'd see on a Honda. That looks pretty good. I mean, they look like TE reps, honestly. I might have just riced it out on my own accidentally, but I think that's a pretty clean looking Honda Civic. Can we do the muffler too? We could even do the muffler? I know this seems like an ad for this game. I'm not getting paid nothing for this. I want a big shiny pipe. I mean, it's literally an exhaust tip. I don't think it's changing the muffler. They're just universal tips. Oh, they look so bad. Oh, no. All right, that's the best looking one. That one looks good. That one fits pretty good. Is there anything else we can do? Custom shaving. Oh. I like that. That's clean. Dude, that's a pretty sweet looking Honda. You could even change the brakes. Look at that. Look at that. And honestly, from where we were to where we are at now, I'd say this is a pretty good transformation. I'd drive this, even with the hood. I mean, I think without the hood, it just looks a little too basic, but no, that looks really clean too. Yeah, I'd do it without the hood, honestly. I mean, it's better than that, that's for sure. That looks really good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Did I cook on this one? Is this a clean Honda Civic? If I own this, bro, I'd drive the shit out of it. This would be my daily. This shit looks fucking hard. I like that. It's so simple but so clean. You don't have to go too far. I bet you could paint the hood fucking carbon too. Close enough. I mean, that's what it would look like if you just had a carbon hood on it. And even that looks pretty good. I hate when people do like carbon fenders and a carbon hood. I understand the carbon hood one. You just pick up a hood, throw it on, it's carbon. But if you do the whole carbon front end, it looks stupid. But that looks pretty decent. I would personally have it paint matched, but that looks good. I'm proud of that. All right, now let's fix a riced out Mustang. All right, so here is the Ford Mustang that I ended up building, and this thing is pretty fucking ugly. Yeah, so let me walk you around it. So we got the Shelby grill up front, and then this like weird chrome mesh grill that looks like it's from a Chrysler 300 Rolls-Royce wannabe. Some ugly aftermarket headlights, stock wheels, of course, because why wouldn't they be? Racing canards, and then going down the side, we have no front wide body, but we do have a rear wide body and racing canards in the rear. We have window louvers, a roof scoop, which is beautiful, and look at those exhaust pipes. Those are beautiful. Just a work of art, if I might say so myself. Ford GT style taillights, an Amazon double-decker wing, more canards. God, this thing is just so bad looking. And of course, racing stripes. I don't know what the hell this would even be for. I honestly, like, I've never seen that before. It looks like a rhino horn, so it just looked perfect. It looked like it needed to be on the car. But yeah, this thing is absolutely atrocious. Let's see how we can fix this. But you know what? Let's go above and beyond. Instead of just making it like a clean street car, I'm going to try to turn this into like a clean track car. So there's still going to be race stuff, but it's going to be a track purpose car. So let's go through it and start. We will do the wheels last, actually. We will throw some big old brakes on this boy. Moving on to tires. I don't like how you have to have the tire lettering, but screw it, we'll leave it on. It is a track car after all. Moving on to the front bumper. Which one of these bumpers is the best track bumper? Honestly, we might have to go for the GT500 one. It just allows so much air inside for cooling. It is a very, very functional bumper. The GT350 one is my favorite looking Mustang bumper. So actually, we'll keep that one. We'll go with the GT350 bumper. I like that bumper a lot. Moving on to canards, I don't think we have any options for the GT350. I wouldn't really want to put any on anyways. So I'm not really crying there. I'm not a huge fan of tinted headlights for the street, but if we're building a track car, it looks more aggressive, so we'll leave that on. Now, since we have the GT350 front bumper, we can't really change any of the grills on it. I mean, we don't really need to. I think it looks good as is. Just moving on, let's fix the hood. The hood is a big issue. They have a lot of options for the hood, but one of the more functional looking hoods that I saw when racing out the car before was this one. This one right here, although looks goofy because of the way it's rendered, this would allow so much heat to get out of the engine bay. If you're on the track, that is a kind of a must. So honestly, I think we're going to stick with that hood. Let's get rid of the racing stripe, though. The racing stripe is really bad. We might add one later. We might change the color later, but let's get rid of that for now. Interior, we could change the seats a little bit. We could just throw in some Sparkos really quick. Should we throw in a roll cage? Yeah, it is a race car after all. That looks pretty race car right there. Oh, these are roof scoops. Okay, yeah, let's remove those. We don't need the roof scoops. Don't think those are functional. There are a few decent options for the mirrors. I know the OEM mirrors are obviously probably the most popular option, but I honestly think for aerodynamics, these serve a better purpose. These are similar to what I have on my Mustang, and although they look kind of questionable, they're going to be way more aerodynamic. So I'm gonna leave on the mirrors. It's going to be a hot take, but we're going to leave on the mirrors. Ooh, front fenders. Ooh, GT350 would be playing it kind of safe. Those aren't bad, but those are what we had on the Ricer car. But we'll go with the GT350 fenders. I mean, we're kind of just building a GT350, I'm not going to lie, but we'll make it a little bit better. Now, the question is, do we wide body it? I know we didn't wide body the Honda, but maybe we can just add... Oh, that is a big fender. There we go. Maybe we can just add a little bit of room. That's not bad. That's just a little bit. That's a baby amount. Compared to something like that, where that's obviously more for like a show car. I think that's going to be the move right there. I like that a lot. Let's apply that to the rear as well. That looks good. That looks good. That's just enough to have a wider wheel than factory. Can't do anything to the body, it looks like. Now we have this goofy ass vent on the side. We don't need that. That would just add more drag. Don't want that. That is a waste. Badging, again, doesn't really matter. Window louvers. We don't need window louvers, so let's take those off. Those are a waste. If you wanted something in the place of a window louver, maybe something like that. I mean, that's like a minimalist. That actually looks semi-functional. I know people do these as well, where it kind of just blocks it out and makes it look like a body panel. Those aren't bad options. These are like the Eleanor style. Again, not a bad option. I guess we'll just leave those. Now, let's take them off. Screw it. It's a race car. We don't need those. Side skirts. We'll just do factory Mustang side skirts. So it's the best option. Side splitters. Maybe something like that. Just a little bit different. It's a little smaller. Even that's not a bad option, a carbon fiber side splitter. We'll go with that one. That one's a little bit more tasteful. The only rear bumper they have is the OEM or the GT350 style. We'll just leave it OEM. Again, I'm not trying to just build a GT350. It is a great car, but I'm not trying to build that. Don't need any bumper canards. We'll take those off. Those are hideous. Let's see what they have for diffuser options. RTR style isn't horrible. I actually kind of like the Roush one. The Roush one kind of fills in the rear end and helps break up all of the red. I'm going to keep the Roush one. That one looks pretty good. Now let's fix the exhaust. What do we have here? We can do turn down tips. Ew, that's ugly. That's not bad. That reminds me of like the GTD. That's actually not bad at all. What else do they have? OEM. It's not bad. There's some really ugly options here. I think I'm going to go with the oval tips. I know some people might think that's ugly. I kind of fuck with that. I kind of like the oval tips. Again, it reminds me of the GTD. I mean, it's between the oval tips and like OEM. So we're going to go with oval tips just to change it up a little bit. And let's fix this V6 badge. Let's just go with just a clear deck lid. That looks great. All right, now we're at the spoiler. Now, like I said, I am building a track car. So a track car kind of needs a spoiler. The problem with that is also we don't really have much front aero. So although we don't have too much front aero, we do want to have a little bit of rear aero. Oh, God. What can we put? Like, what is this? Carbon Creations? That's not bad. I think it looks really bad because of the louvers. So let's remove the louvers. There, much better. Okay. Back to the wing. There are so many wing options. I could sit here for an hour and put on each one. And like a factory GT350 spoiler looks decent, but that's not going to provide too much downforce at the track. The GT350R spoiler looks amazing, but once again, not too functional. This is just insane. We don't need all that. I just want like a low hanging spoiler. Nope, not that. Definitely not that. Too high. Still too high. That's better. I mean, APR is pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that one. Honestly, that might be the best option. It's low enough to where it still looks tasteful. I mean, it still looks like a track car. Like, if I saw that at the track, I'd be like, dude, this guy's going to set a lap record. And we're still not done. We don't want any roof spoilers. We don't want any trunk lids. We don't want any window louvers. We already did the deck lid panel. It looks like it already fixed the taillights. I don't know what caused that. I do like those. Those remind me of like NASCAR taillights. We'll leave those. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of an aero gain back there. I mean, we could go super low profile like that. That actually looks really sleek. But I'm between those and those. We'll stick with these for now, and when we change the color, maybe we'll go back to it. Again, I'm not trying to just build a stock-looking Mustang, so we are going to do a few things here and there. Don't want any bumper covers. Don't want any smoke. Side markers. Sure, why not? Why not add a little sticker? Decals. All right, it is a race car. Big old K&N sticker. No, I'm joking. We'll just do a Sparko sticker. We have some Sparkos in there. Kind of makes sense. Rear window. We'll just leave it blank. Don't want any decals on the side. Oh, I guess you know what? A decal on the side wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Cobra Jet. Ooh, that's it's kind of cooking pretty good right there. That's not bad. I mean, like I said, it looks like a track car. I would change the color to maybe white. It's not bad. We'll do black. We'll do black because I do want to paint the car. Now the question is, do we add racing stripes? I'm personally a fan of like offsetted racing stripes like that, like on track cars. I like that. I think that looks aggressive. One might say it's a little too much. I could see why. I could see someone saying that, but I like it. Now for the piece of resistance, we got to do wheels and we got to paint it and lower it. As for wheels, what would I put on a track car? I would want monoblock. Not gram lights. Those aren't bad, but they're really basic. But I mean, like, that's kind of what you would want on a track car. Like, I think that looks pretty good. Like, BBSs are nice, but I feel like there's just too much material there. Okay, I want to go back to what I had before. Yeah, there's decent options, but I like the ones I had. Ooh, and you could push them out a little bit. I did not know you could do that. Now let's add some camber. There we go. Now you might be saying, Drew, why are you adding camber to a track car? Well, that's because cars with independent rear suspension like the Mustang, like most cars, honestly, you want some camber. You want like 1.5 to 2 degrees of camber all the way around, because when you're in the corners, the wheels actually will flatten out. So imagine you're in a corner like this. The wheels will actually flatten to make it so you have more contact patch. Now let's go ahead and just fix this color. Personally, I like Oxford white Mustangs. It doesn't look like white on screen. I don't know why it looks almost green. So let's just play with the color wheel and see what we get. Not that. Ooh. Ooh, that's hot. That's fucking fire right there. I like that. I would even leave the stripes like that, but you can make the argument that, ooh, that's good. Dude, that looks so good. If this thing showed up to a track day, it would be everybody's worst nightmare. All right, now let's lower it. Get her at that track ride height. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good right there. That's actually like perfect. I mean, it's hard to go any lower because like the front is higher. I don't know why it does that. You can maybe go a smidge lower, just like that, but that's pretty good right there. Add a little bit of window tint. Oh, that's money. That is money. Let's back her up a little bit. Check that out, dude. That thing looks so fucking sweet. That's a good transformation. That car looks great. I don't know about the red interior. I didn't change that. I'm guessing that's from when the car was still red, but it still looks good. That thing looks fucking killer, dude. I think I knocked it out of the park. I think for keeping it modified and not just going with like a GT350 looking car, I think that looks really good. Let me know what you think though. Did I cook on this one? I'd drive it. I'd drive the shit out of it. I think that looks sweet. I think we need a little bit more front aero to really balance out that wing, but that thing looks killer. Anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, please let me know down below. And if you want to see me buy a riced out car and transform it into something halfway decent, probably not as crazy as this Mustang here. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. Let's get to 10,000 likes. I know you guys can do that. It's pretty light work for you guys. Anyways, subscribe, and until next video, peace.